Well, a good evening to you. And it is the week of the winter solstice. It is also the week before Christmas for those that celebrate Christmas, as well as a variety of other holidays that are celebrated at this time of year, going through the rest of December and into January. So I thought we would talk a little bit about the winter solstice. And while I do that, you can enjoy this super techno Christmas tree that I have this year. So I am wearing colors that are traditionally used around this time of year. I don't know about you, but I've always had a little curiosity, and maybe I knew it once upon a time and had forgotten. Why red? Why green? Why white? And what's a Yule log? And winter solstice. Now, I understand it in terms of the planetary circumstances where it's the maximum tilt away or towards the sun. So we have that happen in June and we get a longest day, and when it is tilting away, we get the least amount of sun and the longest period of darkness of the year. But what's really cool is to go back into looking at the thousands of years of human history and the different traditions. Some of them are just ways of life. Some of them are part of their culture and of family. Some of them have spiritual meaning, but very cool to look at some of these things. So, red, this is the color of the sunrise in the wintertime, as well as the color of holly, which in some traditions was used to decorate homes and to make a note of life in the winter. Same with green. Green was the color of evergreen, the boughs that have life even in the coldest parts of winter, but also a note to the green that awaits. For as the days warm and the days lengthen with more sun, green will come again. White. White is light. It is the light that is coming, and it is the white of the sun. Yule log. It was believed to come from older traditions, probably Germanic, where they would look for the mightiest tree in the forest, and apparently oak was preferred, and they would look for the log that could burn for 12 days. In some traditions it was for 3, but you get the idea. It actually was a log that was meant to go ahead and bring family together and to celebrate warmth and fire, and that it was the burning of substance to bring warmth and fuel to the family, as well as symbolizing the cycle of life. And now we have a Yule log cake. So it's kind of interesting that all these traditions get mashed into this time of year. Rebirth. Well, obviously rebirth is a huge piece of the Christian faith, yes? And so rebirth, birth itself. So there's many ways that the symbolism of this time of year, of quiet, of community, of story, of rebirth and birth, of the green that is yet to come, of dreams that are latent. Interesting. So maybe take some time for yourself to look into some of these traditions if you were wanting a little more detail. And I have some ideas as we celebrate this Tuesday's winter solstice. It's at 10:58 Eastern Standard Time here in the US. We will have a maximum, I think, of a little over 9 hours of light that day. Boo. Good news? Oh, each day, 1 minute or so more of light. So hang in there. The sun is coming back. So as of this week, what are some things to consider doing to celebrate that this is a time of renewal and of contemplation and community? So some traditional borrows. Maybe you celebrate it with a feast. Now, feast can be big or small, so we'll use it loosely, but some of the traditional foods have included nuts, berries, using lentils, using beans. If you're in a community that eats meat, you might use something like goose. So traditional foods. But the idea, again, is bringing community together to feast together. Maybe there's the lighting of the candles. One at a time, a candle is lit as you stand in circle with close friends, family, loved ones, and together you contemplate the light that is tenuous, and together then you blow out the candles as you contemplate what is to come, and what you are hopeful about. And for a few moments, residing in the darkness after the candles have gone out, and just being with the peace and the quiet of the dark that is this time of year. Maybe you smudge. So smudging is when you burn certain aromatic and some believe healing herbs and flowers to purify your environment, to invite good spirits, good energy into your space. So you can find these bundles of herbs online now, which is really fun. So maybe you smudge to invite good energy. And bye to 2021. Maybe you take time for song and music. And if you don't yourself play an instrument, maybe you put on some really great music, maybe some Celtic music to celebrate that this was something that they did during this time of year, that there was song and there was dance in the Celtic tradition. Perhaps there is then also time for self-care and reflection. This is a way of taking stock of what has been. And as I was saying, this is the time of latent energy. So what are the dreams? What are the goals that you are considering for yourself now that you hope to bring to life as the days get longer and the sun returns with its warmth, its energy, and its life-giving properties to us as we move into this next season of life after this Tuesday, the winter solstice? Some thoughts. So a little playful this time, just thinking of things that maybe will give you a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of curiosity, things to talk about with friends and family over the holiday dinner table if you are celebrating over this coming weekend. And I hope that you will find time no matter what this week as we go through the rest of this December and into January to celebrate community, to be grateful for all the gifts in your life, and to maybe take the time also for you, for some introspection, some reflection, some dreaming, some goal setting. I wish you a very happy holiday season in whatever way you choose to celebrate it. Maybe fun, maybe nourishing, and may bring you a sense of peace and of community. I wish you well. Namaste. Until next time.